Later, when I looked at the pictures of the car, I couldn't believe I made it out alive. The car had only hit a small part of the tree, which was unbelievable. I remember seeing myself leaning against the tree, and a police officer was checking on me. It was like I was floating above the whole accident scene. Even though it was nighttime, I could see my body because of a bright white light surrounding me. It felt like I was already in the light, not just going towards it. I had this feeling that everything was going to be okay, even if I didn't fully understand it. I felt a gentle breeze lifting me up, and it made me feel really good, like I was filled with love and kindness. Suddenly, I heard a voice telling me that I had to go back because my dad wanted me to stay. The voice felt like it knew everything and had the final say. It was okay for me to go back into my body. After the car accident, I was unconscious for 3 whole days. When I finally woke up, my journey began. During my near-death experience, I went to a deeper level of my soul. It was like I became my true spiritual self. Since my conscious mind wasn't holding me back, I could understand and know everything all at once. That feeling I had that everything was all right was actually the truth. In some of the things I've learned about different beliefs, they talk about this amazing ocean of love and kindness. My experience was more like being surrounded by a sky filled with love and compassion. I didn't think much of my experience back then. It wasn't until years later that I realized how much it actually affected my life. I mentioned the NDE to one of my professors after a workshop I taught, and she asked me to talk about it to her class about life and death. I was really excited about it because I love teaching, and I thought I could share some knowledge about spirituality, which is one of my favorite topics. I started doing some research to get ready for the talk, and I also posted online that I was going to talk about this near-death experience. I was surprised that a lot of people resonated with it. While I was doing my research, I realized that my near-death experience was like a turning point in my life. It changed everything for me, and I didn't even realize it at the time. After the car crash, I met a bunch of people who had similar experiences like me. It was because of these experiences that they got interested in spiritual studies. Some of them, just like me, developed a strong sense of intuition and could feel the energy of others. They even felt this energy in their hands when they touched people. At that time, I didn't realize how incredible this was. I just wanted to learn more about this amazing feeling. Now, when I look back after years of studying spirituality, I know that during my experience, my ability to see and heal spiritually was activated. Ever since, my life has been all about connecting to this power and helping others. When I work with someone, I can see this special light inside them that is pure and good. I also know how to help them connect with that light, both energetically and mentally. I have a natural talent for knowing what to say to help them open their minds and connect with this source of goodness and healing. It fixes a lot of things. This story was shared by Lawrence B. and happened in 1976.
More than a decade has passed since this happened, and I haven't shared the experience with my dear ones. At this time in my life, I am reflecting on myself quite often, so that is why I want to talk about it now. I am uncertain if I should call it an NDE. Ultimately, my life did not come to an actual end, and I was not truly in peril, although this fact eluded me then. When I was in my early 20s while walking home alone one night, I realized that someone was following me. Without elaboration, it seems like the individual had ill intentions. Upon noticing, I shifted my gaze towards the person following me, who stood at a distance of approximately 6 feet. I noticed that he was taking out a gun from his waist and aiming it towards me. It was clear to me that this was the end. Just then, everything came to a stop as if life had been paused. Time stopped. I was able to thwart the man's attempt to shoot me just as he was lifting the gun. I suddenly understood that I was observing the situation from beyond my physical self. Above it. The entire view surrounding us was within my sight. I am uncertain if I held any shape or was just a singular point of awareness. I started to see my entire existence unfolding before me. My life appeared nearly like a hologram, somewhat see-through yet having 3 dimensions. I was surrounded by memories, without any awareness of time or emotion. They were very colorful and vibrant. At that moment, I witnessed all the events from my past and choices that had brought me to where I was. Before that moment, I had no concept of time passing. But as my memories approached the present day, I realized they seemed to move faster than earlier ones. As they approached the present, their pace quickened. When I chose to walk home that night and followed the same route, that became my last recollection before now. But I had no idea of what was waiting for me when I got there. Suddenly, I returned to my physical form and the real world. It seemed like a big force, similar to a collision but without causing any pain. At that exact instant, it's as if someone pushed the play button. The man persisted in lifting the gun towards me without any acknowledgement of what had occurred. It's like the entire incident never happened. Things continued normally as time passed. Once more, I will not elaborate, but we ended up having a conversation. After a while, I understood that his motives were not malevolent. Looking back, it seems unlikely that he had any intention of causing me harm. I think that my understanding or anticipation of an upcoming demise led to this reaction. I came back completely changed. Reflecting on my life's decisions and the resulting path while disconnected from my physical body changed me as a person. Since then, my life has been completely different. Has anyone else gone through something similar or have any ideas about this? For more than 10 years, I have been greatly perplexed by it, and only now do I feel comfortable enough to discuss the matter. Most of my family don't know about it. This story was shared by Anonymous and happened a long time ago.